Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and I will be your vitamin D, or the background can be your vitamin D. But my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club, and today is November 10th, 2069, 420, or 2022. But my friend, so Binance CZ backed out of the deal. They ended up not buying FTX. So, lately, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. But lately, I've been focusing a lot on Bitcoin because, after the Celsius, I kind of saw what happened with the crypto space. Even with some of the influencers that are on social media, kind of get caught up in it, And I remember during, even before the bull run or during the bull run, people were like, we're gonna let you know when the bull run is gonna end. Nobody caught it, So what I'm trying to say is, my friend, at the end of the day, nobody knows about anything in this space with certainty. Of course, I mean, we can base on data and we look back and we can kind of guess, but this space is pretty much very uncertain. And the way that I see it, the only certainty is, from my perspective, is buy Bitcoin, learn how to secure it, and learn when there's a bull market and when there's a bear market, because you gotta know when to buy and when to sell, and it should be very, very simple. But other than that, the message is still Bitcoin. Now let's talk a little bit about CZ, okay? Because even though I don't believe in altcoins and how when a coin is minted, some of the people that are in the circle or people that are investing into the company, they get the first share of the coin, and then they make it public, and then people buy in.
Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money.
Now, I'm with Bitcoin. I don't agree with altcoins, right? But as an individual, I invest in Bitcoin the same way as I invest in anything. I understand the technology of it, but I also invest in the people. I invest in the Bitcoiners, because for me, it seems like they are the only people with the same message throughout the space. This is my first bull run. I kind of went the first one was in 2017, but that was very, very brief. I mean, less than a month. And then, with this bull run, I actually experienced the whole bull run. But but the thing that I've learned from this bull run, some of the lessons are very, very valuable, and I can repeat it right now. Stick with Bitcoin. Learn how to secure it. Learn, never put it on an exchange, and have a longer time frame, because altcoins is going to drive you mad, and it's going to turn you into a degenerate gambler. Don't do that. Now, as far as Binance, like CZ, I love CZ as an individual, as a business person. He has been very transparent about everything, about the Binance. And think about it, is one of the largest exchanges out there, and there is also insurance on Binance USD and Bitcoin. If you leave it on the exchange and something happened, there is they kind of put the fund aside for an emergency if anything ever happened to your coins. but I think it's only Binance USD, which is like kind of like the dollar, but it's, you know, it's the equivalent of 101, and Bitcoin. But even though there is Seifu, I think that's how you say it, I wouldn't take the risk of putting it on an exchange. However, I'm glad that, you know, that he is one of the founders, because if he doesn't, if CZ and the team, you know, if they don't run the company, somebody else's will. And be grateful that he chooses to be transparent about this whole crypto space. And, you know, even though like you know, with the whole Web3 NFTs and, you know, the decentralized finance, I get all of that. I understand the real value behind it. But when I look at at the current, like, you know, shit coins, it's pretty much just like, you know, it's just a marketing. It's like those you know, like marketing keywords. So, but as an individual, hey, I like the guy. You know, he's been very transparent, and you know, he is trying to get people to really push the crypto space forward. You know, from the regulation side, and then from the, you know, from the peasant side, where, you know, like, because of the current monetary system is all messed up, so we need a new system where it's going to be fair. And I see that, you know, he is pushing for that direction. But then at the same time, my friend, this is the thing that I want to warn about. Even though I like CZ, we cannot depend on a single entity, a single company, a single individual that can make a call in the crypto market, right? Because that is the whole point why Bitcoin was created, or why the crypto space was created. And when we look at the KYC with all of the exchanges, like know your customer, you know, when we look at regulations, I mean, everything is, you know, the way that I see it, in my opinion, is kind of like planned, you know. And the way that I see crypto, it's kind of like it was necessary for regulators to come in and, you know, and regulate all of the shit exchanges and the shit coins, you know. I think it was part of the plan, and it's really unfortunate, but the message, my friend, like, at the end of the day, okay, let's just say, because when we depend on one entity to say whether the market is gonna go up or down, even though, you know, if I have to look at CZ, I would give him, like, you know, like a 8 out of 10 as an individual, because the way that he does business, the way that he is, you know, very transparent. The other two, why I didn't give CZ a 10 out of 10, because we know that CBDC is being implemented on the Binance Smart Chain, and eventually is going to evolve. And we know that, you know, all of the coins that are being, ants right there, but all of the coins that are being staked on Binance, there are tons of them, okay? And then when we look at, you know, Ethereum, Solana, I mean, Vitalik, you know, Justin Sun, CZ, all of these people, you know, they know each other, they're friends, right? And pretty much when we look at all of these coins, they are very, very centralized. And, you know, like I said, I read the paper from CZ, you know, centralization versus decentralization. And pretty much he, like, you know, Binance is doing what people are not willing to do. Because moving forward, I can assure you that not a lot of people want to take care of their finance. It sounds crazy, but like taking it off the exchange, put it on a hardware wallet, try to remember their C phrase, or work with company like Casa. Like, people just don't want you to take that extra step. So if there's demand, then Binance is the one that's providing the supply. And we can't really complain about it. We just have to educate people that, hey, if there is a counterparty risk, there is a chance that you will lose that money. And when we look at history, throughout human history, people lose their money simply because of trust.
Dumb bitch!
And we have Bitcoin where we don't have to trust, but people just don't want to take the responsibility. So, and when we look at the whole crypto space, only a very small percentage of people willing to take that responsibility, learn how to secure their Bitcoin, and don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? But if you truly understand money and why Bitcoin is so necessary, instead of like a company owning a coin, a company pre-mining their coin, a company or a coin that has a founder, because eventually they will get attacked by nations. Yes, because if you are creating sound money, my friend, and you have a founder, you are going to get attacked, okay? And when we look at what Binance is doing with regulators, do you think they're gonna fight the regulators, or they're gonna comply? And my guess is that they're gonna comply. So where you put your money is really important. For me personally, when I started learning about this whole crypto space and the amount of bullshit that are in the space, Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin is the way to go, and learn how to store or keep your money safe, because it does come with responsibility, and you have to be the one. Would you rather yourself to be the counterparty risk, or would you rather someone else's? So that is it for this video. Yes, I like CZ as a person, as a businessman, but something you, my friend, and myself have to be aware of is that what if one day, Binance become so big that they control every aspect of crypto, and what if CZ is no longer there? I've mentioned this before, but if you look at Facebook, you look at YouTube, you look at Twitter, when they first came up, I mean, they're a really nice company, right? They did a lot of good for people. And then over time, what happened? And I do feel that Binance is heading in that direction 5 or 10 years down the road. But for now, everything is good because it's new, and CZ, he's on the front line. So that is my take on it. Okay, so much love. Let me know what you think of Binance. Should they have all these power? And the thing is, the reason why they have a lot of users, simply because there is a demand. If you read the paper Centralization versus Decentralization of CZ, and what he's doing, I think it's good for the industry. It's good for the regular people, because regular people don't really care. Like they just want to know how efficient is the product. They don't care the internal part of it. They just care, is it gonna work for them? So, and and that is something that we have to be aware of, because we can't just say that, oh, CZ's a bad person, he him and his company, they came up with all of this. I mean, there got to be a demand for it, and the demand is very, very high. So we have to understand that. And I'd rather have CZ than than some other company. I mean, there are a lot of exchanges out there. I'm not gonna name them, but they are not even doing a quarter of what CZ is doing. Okay, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, as an individual, I stick with Bitcoin. But from a business perspective, from an individual perspective, you know, being non-judgmental, putting Bitcoin aside, I'd rather have CZ, you know, and his casino or his exchange than anybody else, because they have been very transparent about everything. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Okay, use the hashtag got Zillionaires Club, and we will get this conversation going. Much love, my friend. Ta-da.